What's going on, my people? What is happening?
What's
The
going on?
time, the time has come. We done waited. I don't know how many. It feels like 10, 20 years since we've been waiting for this game one of the playoffs. First time in a long time. We deserve this. We deserve this. I'm gonna need everybody who out there in Toyota Center cheering on these Rockets. I'm gonna need y'all to be on y'all best troll action all night long. We want
Yes.
to be chirping at all of them Warriors players because we know at least one of them is mentally weak, and he gonna start chirping back, and he gonna get himself kicked out. That means we done our home court job. Okay, I'm gonna need everybody who out there on the internet watching this game. I'm gonna need y'all to pay close attention to this game because this game one is gonna be the best game one out of all of the game ones in this playoff. Let me just tell you right now. If you are a fan of combat sports and basketball, you're gonna really enjoy this team. You're gonna really enjoy this game. You're gonna enjoy the series because there will be blood, there will be ejections, there will be flagrants, there will be fights,
Absolutely.
there will be fists flying, there will be dudes getting kicked in the below the sun belt. It's gonna be all of that and then some. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. So if you're a fan of combat, if you're a fan of combat sports, you're gonna know these references I'm gonna give you. This series right here, this is Ali versus Larry Holmes. Okay, okay. This is Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. Okay. This is The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You understand? You feel what I'm saying? This is going to be the ultimate passing of the torch. See, you know what? Scratch that last part. There's not going to be a passing of the torch. There's going to be a hijacking. You understand me? We're not here to be given anything. We don't want to be given anything. We want to come and we want to take it. We're coming to take everybody's soul. We're coming to take everybody's heart. We're coming to take everybody's spirit. And if you ain't down with that, y'all know the rest. If you know what I'm talking about. But what's happening, Meg? What's happening, Meg?
Man,
Everybody,
wild weekend, man. Wild
I'm
weekend.
telling you,
WrestleMania too.
I
On
got it
night
on in the
two.
background, bro.
We gotta wait for John Cena, see what he do tonight. And we got Rockets basketball tonight.
Say, man, I'm gonna need everybody to be on their P's and Q's. This is gonna be a complete team effort. They say sometimes you, sometimes me, always us. That applies to the fans too. It's always on us too. All right. I'm gonna need everybody to do their part. It's gonna be a team. We're gonna need all of the team effort that we can get when we're playing these Warriors, bro. This is gonna come down to more than just scheme versus scheme. Skill for skill, basketball IQ versus basketball IQ. This is gonna come down to guts. It's gonna come down to intestinal fortitude. This is gonna come down to, for a lack of a better word, it's gonna come down to balls.
Yeah.
And not basketballs either. I'm talking about hairy balls. That's what it's gonna come down to, man. That's what it's gonna come down to this game, man. All these dudes, I done talked about it ad nauseum. I don't know what else I could really say from a schematic standpoint, from a storyline standpoint, but this is everything right here, man. All the chips is on the table, and this isn't necessarily win to go home. It's a game one, but you earned that second seed for a reason, to give yourself a better line to where you really want to go, because you could have easily been the seventh seed and having to play the Warriors game one in San Francisco. It's better to play this game one at home versus their road team, who had to, scratch and claw to get to where they at. Meanwhile, we've been at home chilling. However, I do think that is going to play a factor. We may, just prepare for this. I don't want nobody to overreact. We may come out slow, but we'll pick it back up once we get in rhythm. You know how these dudes do. And honestly, rhythm is more offensive. We're not really an offensive team like that. Like, whatever we do on offense is usually a bonus. But what we're going to do is out dog you, out grit you, outfight you. You're not gonna beat up the Rockets. Rockets gonna beat you up. You may win the war, but we're gonna win all the little battles in between. You might get your hand raised in the end of the fight, but you're not leaving without battle scars. You're gonna leave with a black eye, a lump lip, and your nose not gonna be pointing the same direction that you're supposed to be pointing in. AP, what's your thoughts on this game one, bro? Well, I keep ranting.
Man. It's been a long time since we've said playoff basketball in the Toyota Center. It's been a long time. But I'm going to need everybody who's at that game, put them shirts on and turn that Toyota Center up tonight.
Hey, what they say?
Turn that bad boy on tonight.
Lift off? We lifting off, huh? Yeah.
That roof need to be blown off tonight at the Toyota Center.
I need every little thing that the Rockets do right. I need y'all to cheer your asses off. I need every little thing that the Warriors do wrong. I need y'all to boo them out the building. Matter of fact, if you sitting in the arena and you sit next to a Warriors fan, I want them to be very, very uncomfortable. Every breath they take, they need to be very afraid of taking the next one.
Yep.
Is that mean, bro?
Let them know where they at. They in our city, our stadium.
We need to deport all Warriors fans out of Houston. What Trump and Tom Homan at? Hey, we need ICE down here because we got some Warriors fans. They not legally allowed in Houston. We need them to be deported back to California or wherever the hell they from. Deport the Warriors fans from Houston. Hold on, Higher Heights. This is the first time I've seen your comment. It's time to settle this once and for all. Yes, it is time to settle this once and for all, bro. See, you beat up our big brother Rockets. These ain't your daddy's Rockets though, man. These are some different cats. All right. They was told all the stories. The stories were passed down to them about how y'all used to do us back in the day. The same mistake is not going to be repeated twice. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. It ain't happening. It is not going to happen. And that starts tonight, bro. Tonight, we're gonna grab respect by the neck. Okay, we grabbing respect by the neck.
A whoop ass. We're gonna open up a can right here.
Shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
for sure.
Baby, WrestleMania. Let's get it.
But yeah, man. Anybody got any news on from anything coming out of that pregame interview that what's the name be doing? That E may be doing. If you in the comments or if you watching live. Let me know down below if you got any if there's any news that breaks anything or whatever from who's starting on for the Warriors, who said anything in the media. Matter of fact, also let's do this too. What's the betting lines? Like, I don't want nobody to come out here talking about some. Well, the Rockets were favorites. No, the hell we was not.
No.
Ain't nobody favoring the Rockets. Diddly squat.
Curry's we're not the favorites.
Let me do this. Let me look it up right quick. NBA playoff betting lines. Because I don't want nobody coming up here doing that revisionist history. You know how they be doing. Sit there talking about, y'all was supposed to win anyway. That ain't what you were saying beforehand, punk. All right, DraftKings is saying, let me see what DraftKings said. Let me open this thing up. All right, so they got so today, that ain't what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. Stupid DraftKings. Let me find something else, bro. 4 bets that stand out for Sunday's game. All right, let me see what the game one. Let me see what the game one betting odds is for the Rockets. All right, so they saying somehow we're the +1. We the favorites for this game one on BSPN. So the line is Warriors +1.5, -112. Rockets -1.5, -102. The money line Warriors plus even, and then the Rockets is -120. Total 213.5. 102 over, -102 over, -112 under. Injury report, nobody reported for the Warriors. For the Rockets, Jayshawn Tate is out. Jock Landale is out. Tate got an ankle. Landale got a knee. And I do believe Tate at some point in the series is probably going to make an appearance or at least a cameo.
I think
Maybe.
so.
Yeah, because there's going to be some, there's going to be some shenanigans with the referees getting people kicked out or getting people in foul trouble. And we're going to have to go in, break glass in case of emergency, call in Jayshawn Tate or Jeff Green too. Let me see if I can find the odds for the whole series. All right, so for the series,
I think.
The Warriors is the favorites to win the series. The Warriors is the favorite to win the series, minus 164.
Mainly picking the Warriors to win in like 6 or 5.
See, the problem with that is the Rockets' win conditions are all with the Rockets. All they got to do is do the little stuff, like the stuff that is like the unsexy stuff, and we in good shape. The Warriors
tonight would be huge for them for sure. If the Rockets get this win tonight, I think that gives them a big momentum boost.
I mean, we at home. We're supposed to win.
We gotta win these.
What I really want to see is I want to see if the Rockets can go up 3-0 on these fools. I mess around and find my way to San Francisco for a game 4.
We go up 3-0?
We go up 3-0. If I can make it, if my schedule will allow, I'm gonna try to find my way to San Francisco for a game 4. Even if I don't get to go and sit in the stadium, I want to sit somewhere in hostile territory with a Rockets jersey.
A watch party at Golden State.
I'm gonna sit in there with my wife beater on, showing my shoulders off. Like I wish one of y'all would. Yeah, I came in enemy territory. I got balls. I don't care. I'm with that smoke for real. I don't be caring, bro. But yeah, man. I've been hearing a lot of, what the media been saying and whatnot. The Warriors, they got experience. They're gonna out-experience us. Playoff Jimmy and blah 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 blah. Here's the problem. As much as y'all got all of that experience and this and that and intangibles and basketball IQ,
we got dogs.
At the end of the day, you still got to put the ball in the hoop. And every game you played against the Rockets this year, you'd had a problem doing that. The Rockets are comfortable playing in these games where folks is having issues scoring. Rockets already got issues scoring, so you welcome to our world. And in 7 games,
you throw at Curry. A lot of guys.
There's a lot of guys you could throw at Curry, and a lot of guys you can throw at Jimmy. A lot.
We got insurance.
And every substitution you make for quote unquote defense, you giving up a lot on offense. I wish you. Matter of fact, Gary Payton Jr. or Gary Payton II. I wish he would play more than 25 minutes a game. We winning every minute of them 25. Quentin Post, yes, he can. I hope he plays a lot. You know why? Because he can't guard nobody. Sure, he can hit a 3-point shot, but if he's on the floor, that means one of Draymond or Kevon Looney is not on the floor. And if Kevon Looney is on the floor, you also don't have no shooter. You got all kind of problems. Okay, you want to bring in Buddy Hield to shoot 3? All right, that's cool. That's cute. Guess what he has to do? Play defense.
Yeah, he can't really play that good a defense.
So you giving up something every time you make a substitution. Every time you make a substitution, you giving up something to get hunted. You're going to have some kind of problem somewhere. Your best bet is hoping and praying that somebody like Moses Moody end up having a breakout series. Him and Brandon Podziemski. Like, if you look at it, you can probably say their top 3 players are better than our top 3, but our role players are way better than theirs. Our role players is way better than theirs, way bigger than theirs, way stronger than theirs, more athletic than theirs, more versatile than theirs.
I like That's gonna be their X factor for them. Is gonna be Kuminga.
Okay, I hope they do that. You know why? Because him and Jimmy don't have no kind of chemistry.
That's very true.
So I hope and pray that they play Kuminga. Go on and do that, Steve Kerr. I wish you would. And then you still giving up shooting. So we get to shrink the floor on the other end. See, everything you do, we got to counter for it. Everything you do. Everything you do. So I'm hoping and I'm praying y'all sit there and get overconfident, overhype yourselves, tell yourselves that you've been there, you've done that these young guys can't hang with you, because at that point, when we crush your spirit, you're going to be contemplating retirement. And at that point, I know for sure the Rockets have ended the Warriors once and for all. That's what I need. I need them ended. I need them out of here. Out of here. I'm tired, bro.
We're sick of it. We're tired of it.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. And I know I've been like the number one person, talking about Rockets not going to beat the Warriors. I don't want to see them because how they play and whatever. The more I sat back, the more I thought about it, the more I looked at the numbers, the more I watched the games, like back again. I'm just like, the Warriors was barely even beating the Rockets. And the Rockets had to have a lot go wrong.
If Şengün can eat up in the paint tonight, Warriors.
What up, Mike Collins? What's happening with you, bro? So I was doing I did like a 2-hour podcast with Jackson Lloyd, who was a Timberwolves fan. Tune into that for sure. Jackson Lloyd is he is super informed. He's a Timberwolves fan, but he's like an overall NBA fan. Like he watches everybody. He's in tune with what's going on with every team pretty much. He's very informed. Like he don't talk out his ass like let's say Bill Simmons. He don't talk out his ass like that. He be knowing what he's talking about. He very underrated. Y'all make sure y'all go give him a follow too on X. So I had put up no, actually no, I didn't put this up. I did not tweet this. Oh, what?
Uh-oh. We got some news.
Nah, I got WrestleMania on the background. Bro, guess who just showed up to fight Randy Orton? Guess.
Oh, I don't know.
You want me to not say it, or you go find out later?
Name out and tell me.
Joe Hendry.
Ooh.
Hey, that's what's up, dog. Ain't nobody see that coming.
That's gonna be a good match.
Ain't nobody see that coming at all, bro. But yeah, back to this Rockets versus Warriors pregame. So in the 5-game series against the Rockets, so Golden State shot. If I told you to guess how many shot attempts that the Warriors got per game, what would you guess that number is?
Ooh. I don't know. Let's see.
All right, let me say over under. Over under, let's say 85 and a half.
Under.
Okay, you got it right. They shot 85.2 shots a game. Guess how many shots we took per game?
How many shots we took per game?
Yes.
So it's over 80. What you just said?
I'm gonna give you the over under is, let's say 90 and a half.
Oh.
Over?
Yeah.
93.8.
Okay.
So we taking damn near, what's that? Damn, I can't count. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're taking 8 more shots a game than they do. 8. And in close games, what you think matters, bro? Possessions.
Possessions, dude.
If we getting more shots, if we getting 8 more shots a game, and the games is coming down to the wire, and this game is like 1-2 possessions difference in score.
That's huge.
That works in our favor. That works in our favor. Now, the Warriors like to shoot they shoot threes, right?
They do
All
like
right.
to shoot
So,
those threes. Yep.
so how many 3-point attempts you think they take in a game against the Rockets?
Oh, they gonna shoot a lot. If Curry's hot,
But
they
I'm
gonna
talking
shoot
about in the
a lot.
5-game series that we've played them in the regular season this year. How many 3-point attempts you think they taking?
Ooh, you know what?
Over under, let's say over under 40.
Over for sure. They gonna shoot a lot.
Wrong.
Under. Okay.
They only taking 36.4 threes a game against the Rockets.
Mm.
And as we all know, the 3-point shot is the great equalizer in the NBA of today, man. It is the great equalizer. So if we take your best weapon away, your greatest equalizer away, that makes the game even closer, doesn't it? Especially if your volume 3-point shooters are not even getting the attempts. They're not getting a chance to get hot.
That could be a real problem.
That could be a huge problem for the Warriors. If you're a Warriors fan watching this, be afraid. Be very afraid for your life. All right. What's another stat that I was looking at? Okay. True shooting. Over under 55% for the Warriors.
Over 55.
Under.
Or under 50. Wow. Okay. Under 55%.
They at 53%.
Okay.
Let me see what the league average is. The league average is 58.1. That's what the league average is. Against the Rockets, the Warriors at 53%. You see, people like to look at certain stats, like the pretty stuff. They like to look at what people are doing. When you play the Rockets, you need to see what folks are not doing. What are the Rockets not giving up? What up, K2? Like, I get that it's cool to talk about how many 3-pointers you can make, and like, all that is cool. But if we are playing a style that is forcing the analytics to work against you, that works in our favor, because we're not necessarily the most analytically friendly team offensively. So what we're doing is we bring a lot of that pretty stuff down to our level and we make it ugly. And now you got to play Rockets ball. Now, if we both tennis players and one of us is better on the clay than on turf, who you think, like, if I'm better on clay than you are on the turf, and we playing on clay, who you think? And let's say our skills are even enough. Of course, I'm gonna have an edge now because I done brought you to my territory.
Yeah,
I done brought you to my territory. So those are the things that people are not like. Nobody's talking about things like this, bro. You don't hear a soul on nobody's podcast. And I listen to a lot of people's podcasts. I read a lot of people's tweets. Nobody is talking about none of this, bro. Everybody's talking about what you do. I'm looking at what you don't do. In psychology, when you doing the interrogation in the back room after they got you your Burger King and you ready to snitch. A lot of time when you talking, it ain't what you say that's implicatory. Sometimes it's what you don't say. Oh, you said all of this, but what did you leave out? There it is. That's what the Rockets is doing. They making you leave out whatever you do, whatever you did do. They working on your spirit, man. And when it comes to physicality, I mean, come on. Do we have to go there, bro? We play physical all season. Somebody like, let's take Jalen Green, for example. He already don't get no whistle. You think he gonna be bothered about not getting a whistle in the playoffs?
No.
All right. We already play a physical brand of basketball with Dylan Brooks in them. Do you think Dylan is gonna be worried about Jimmy Butler maybe being a little bit too physical? Nah. That's what he do. That's what he do already. You think Fred is worried about Steph running around these old stupid screens all day on defense, like worrying about missing him. No, he's not worried about that. He's seen you in the finals, and what you do in the finals against Fred? Like, we're not worried about all that. Like, it's a lot of stuff that people are not looking at, and they're looking at all of the other pretty stuff. I'm just like, all right, bro. Y'all keep thinking it's sweet, to take a line from John Wall. Y'all keep thinking it's sweet, but you're gonna find out the hard way. I ain't never been into no sweet lemon in my life. It's finna get sour this whole series. Yeah. Trust and believe. It's finna get nasty, boy. Another thing we win the turnover edge by a whole turnover in our little 5-game series. So they shoot. I said shoot. They have 15. My bad. I got distracted. What happened? He won. Anyway, I'm gonna probably end up having to watch this back because I'm distracted. So the Warriors turn the ball over 15.4 times a game against the Rockets. How many times do you think the Rockets turn the ball over against the Warriors?
Ooh, probably under 15, maybe
14.4.
Oh, well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like those are the things that I think matter a lot, bro. And I'm giving you like stuff that the Rockets can control. The Rockets do a good job of controlling all of the I call it hope stats. They control that, bro. They control that very well. Like to the point where if you beat the Rockets, you beat them. Like you earned that. You earned that. Salute, King. You earned that, bro.
Salute, King.
You know what I'm saying? So there's that, and people need to consider that. So another one of the hope stats, bro. So one thing we do very well is offensive rebound, bro.
We do a lot. Right. The last couple of games, we've been getting offensive rebounds, hustling for basketballs.
13.4 offensive rebounds a game against the Warriors. That's a stupid number, boy.
It is.
Now, to their credit, they get 11. They get 11 offensive rebounds a game against us in the series. All the stats, by the way, if you just tuning in, all of the stats I'm talking about is King, you stupid. I'm 27 minutes late. Nasty work. I'm gonna say you a fool. You good, bro. All the stats I'm looking at, bro. These are things that we've done well, not just against the Warriors, like through the whole season, against everybody else. What the Rockets supposed to all of a sudden change their identity now?
Right.
All of a sudden, that's supposed to change. Sure, you could say the same thing about the Warriors, but they did just get Jimmy. You could say, okay, they still building chemistry with Jimmy a little bit. Maybe. But I think I don't really buy too much into that because Jimmy old, Steph old, Draymond old. How much time you got to be building chemistry? Usually when you building chemistry is really younger guys who you trying to get up to speed on your level, but y'all already know how to play. What y'all do is what y'all do already. So I don't really see a way where what's the name? Where the Warriors is gonna all of a sudden, like, what wrinkles can they throw out there? Not that they can't throw any wrinkles out there, but every wrinkle they throw out there is gonna create a wrinkle somewhere else in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
We have more counters than they do. We got a lot more counters than they do. See, when people talk about this series, they like to talk about how the Warriors are going to score and get the ball. Good luck figuring out how to score, first of all. Y'all don't get in the paint like that like y'all used to. Y'all don't have no low post scoring threat at all.
No.
What you gonna throw it down to Jimmy? Who are you posting up? Okay, cool. I can see a case where Let me just tell you what matter of fact, let me go into it. Expect the Warriors to hunt two people. They're gonna try to hunt Jalen Green first and foremost. They're gonna try to hunt him and get his legs, up out of there.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. He already don't play well against y'all offensively, no way. But he's been guarding Steph well.
Yeah.
That's cute. Okay, you're gonna try to hunt Alperen Sengun. All right. How much time you gonna waste on your shot clock trying to hunt Alperen Sengun? And then who you trying to hunt Alperen Sengun with? Steph, you trying to hunt him with Steph, you trying to hunt him with Jimmy. If you're trying to hunt him with Jimmy, guess what we know? It ain't Steph. So it ain't gonna be a bunch of 3-point shots going up. And when Jimmy try to get into the paint, so we're gonna crowd him. If he even make it to the paint, he's gonna have hella double teams coming his way with tall, athletic dudes that's jumping out the gym and got 8-foot wingspans all over the place. So there's that. And I know people gonna say, well, how are the Rockets gonna score? Bro, the Rockets don't even care about scoring. They care about offensive rebounds. And one thing we do know, Warriors is gonna turn the ball over. That's what they gonna do. They're gonna turn the ball over. We're gonna get out on the break. As much as you want to say they're a veteran team, they're not gonna make a bunch of mistakes. Hogwash. They are going to make a bunch of mistakes because by the style in which they play basketball, all they passing and cutting and moving around and all that. Okay, how many of them passes do you think ain't gonna get picked off? Like we got a whole bunch of free safeties and strong safeties playing cover 2. Like this is Patriots defense versus Peyton Manning. just if you're a football fan, you know what I'm talking about. That Patriots defense versus Peyton Manning. What Peyton Manning used to do a lot against the Patriots. Throw interceptions, get sacked. Yes. Steph think he Peyton Manning. All right. We the Patriots then. We the prime Patriots. With Ty Law, with Lawyer Malloy. I'm talking about the original Patriots. I'm talking Big Ted Washington in the middle. I'm talking what's his name? Teddy Bruschi, Roman Pfeiffer, Richard Seymour coming off the edge. Don't get me started. I know my sports, boy. Play with me. yeah. King say I'm ready for this game to start already. I'm tired of watching so many more picking the Warriors to win. We hungry in Houston. It's time to eat. Yeah. They gonna pick the Warriors and all of that, and then when it's Judgment Day, they're gonna start talking about something. Well, they're old and the Rockets are just young and athletic. They're supposed to win. But you wouldn't say that beforehand.
They're not ready to be in this round with the Warriors, and maybe next year. Yeah.
Nah, we want right now. We ain't got next. We got now. I'm pulling up to your court. I'm not asking who got next. I'm taking the ball and I'm bringing my 4 guys with me. We finna just take the court. So somebody got to get off the court. We don't care who, but we not leaving the court though. Some of y'all is. That's how this is finna go down, bro. This is how this going down, bro. We're not running from nobody. We're not running from no smoke. We ain't scared of nobody. This is what we do. This is Rockets basketball, bro. Like we are the intimidators. We ain't duck smoke a day in our life. We coming to cause war. We are not coming to make friends. We coming to cause division amongst your household. We trying to get somebody traded over there with the Warriors.
Yeah.
That's what we coming to do. You know why?
What led to? I don't like the Warriors. I mean, I don't know. I just want to win.
That's why. I hate the Warriors, dog. Tari said it best.
We don't like the Warriors over here.
Tari said it best. And Tari Eason is going to play a hell of a role. He going to see time on everybody. He going to see time on Steph.
Hey, man, they should have the Warriors come out to play shirts in the arena.
They should have made them shirts, boy.
All black, too.
People not even Rockets fans would have bought them shirts. Like, we're not the only ones that hate the Warriors, bro. There's a lot of people that don't like the Warriors.
All right, we threw that idea out there, Rocket. Y'all bring them things for game 2.
And send us a free share because we're not playing with y'all. Y'all not gonna be sitting here taking ideas and you're not gonna send us a copy. I wear a size XL on a good day. All right.
See that bad boy.
Yeah, this lift off shirt is an XL, I think. It feel like an XL. This thing nice too, bro. Like it feel good, bro. Nice and comfortable, nice and plush. Good job, Rockets. Good job. All right. So, oh damn, I'm behind on some comments. Hold up. Rob Cortez say, facts, tired of these talking heads. A good thing the games aren't played in a YouTube video. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, what?
But you got to realize, Rob, a lot of these dudes don't really watch the games, bro. They just listen to what somebody else said and they just piggyback off of that. Or they may watch like a couple of highlights and they piggyback off of that. They just juxtapose a whole game off of a couple of highlights. Like, that's not how you do this. That's not how you do this at all. Watch the damn game, bro. Rob said if we win, they're going to blame Steph's thumb. I don't give a damn about no Steph's thumb. Did you wear your jersey? Does it say Warriors on the front and Curry on the back? Is it number 30? I don't give a damn about your injuries. Don't play then, punk. I'm making excuses already. Talking about Steph's thumb. I'll slap your thumb.
Man.
If I'm Dylan, I'm going to give him a nice, strong handshake before the game. What up, Steph? You shake his hand like this. You pull him in close and give him a hug. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them, bro. I'm one of them. Like I'm not a nice guy, bro. Not by any means. Can't say, Rob, you be watching all the videos I watch. You always in the comment section ripping for the squad. You damn right. That's what I'm talking about, Rob. I love it. 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 I love it, bro. That's how we're supposed to do it. Matter of fact, next time I hope I see one of y'all in these comment sections. I try not to read the comment section sometimes because there'll be a lot of idiots in there. But since I know you in there, Rob, I might have to go in and read some, bro. King say Gil's Arena. The only person that said they actually watched the last Rockets Warriors game was Rashad. Yeah, Rashad McCants, he actually be knowing what he talking about. Like Gil and them, they just be on there just playing with each other's balls, bro. Like,
yeah, a lot of them players don't know what they're talking about on these podcasts.
He said there's one person out of 7. Rashad picked Rockets and 6. Yeah, like you got to think. See, if I'm gonna give you somebody from the national media to pay attention to when they actually say stuff, bro. Tim Legler. Tim Legler is probably the best of any of these guys because he don't just spew nonsense. He'll give his opinion. He'll give actual reasons and back up why he's saying what he's saying. Like substantial reasons. Like you can tell it's not narrative based. It ain't just, oh, I'm trying not to get on nobody's bad side from this team or from this agency. I need access to these guys. I'm going to be nice to them. No, he's not doing none of that. He's just calling it straight down the middle, what he think, how he feel. Matter of fact, Tim Legler's so real. He even so he said he picked Draymond Green as his defensive player of the year, but he also said part of the reason why Ben Thompson is not going to get it is because he's a young guy, and and a lot of the media people they'll just err on the side of the veteran, thinking that the young guy, he got time, he'll be here, he'll be back, stuff like that. So he actually, and I respect that because most media people are not going to tell you that straight up. He said it out of his own mouth. I respect that. I ain't got to agree with him picking Draymond, but I can respect his reasoning because he actually gave it and he kept it a buck. He's like, hey, some of this is just going to go with the older guy. It looks better. Gorms, where you at, Chris? He said, what's the score after one? Double big in the first. I bet not see no double big in the first. Well, no. Let me take that back. Double big is exclusively going to be played when Steph is not on the floor.
Yeah. I can see that. Anytime he's taken out of the game, I can see that.
Yeah, we don't need to be playing. Matter of fact, I don't think Adams is going to see the floor with Steph much. Maybe like in a pinch, but not a lot. You know what I'm saying? But he said, what's the score after one? After a quarter?
Oof.
Like, Chris, I'm gonna need you to give me a little bit more context on that, bro.
I think he means after the first quarter.
Yeah. Rob said, who y'all think gonna be a breakout guy? I think it's
Or
Jabari.
the breakout guy.
Well, I'm glad you say that, Rob, because I think it's gonna be a combination of Jabari and Tari, mainly Jabari, and I'm gonna tell you why. Historically, the Warriors struggle with bigs that can shoot the ball. Historically, that's been Draymond's like Achilles heel. It's not that it's Draymond getting lit up necessarily by a shooting big. It's because he's so heavy on the on being a roamer.
Mm-hmm.
He can't help Steph and anybody else who's a weak defensive player. He can't help nobody out because if he help, he gonna be giving up a lot of scoring if he do that. So he can't overcommit or nothing like that. So if somebody like Jabari is making an impact from the perimeter and making Draymond second guess any of his double teams, because he's a double team guy. He's not even like he's the person shutting people down one-on-one necessarily. He's usually just not that he can't, lock people down, but there's certain guys he can lock down. Alperen Sengun ain't one of them though. But the way Draymond play defense is mostly from a roaming perspective. So somebody like Jabari is going to be a problem for him if they playing a lot of Draymond at the 5.
Yeah.
But if he go to the 4,
are the breakout guys for this series.
Yeah, like when they start playing Quentin Pose and Kevon Looney, if they play any of them with Draymond, that's when I think Tari is going to be a problem for him because Tari too athletic and Tari he can't bully Tari.
No.
You're not gonna bully him, bro. So good luck with that, Dre. I hope the worst for you. Anyway, Chris say after first quarter. First quarter.
Wow, he wants after the first quarter, huh?
You want my real answer, bro? I'll give it to you. 23-22. Rockets after the first quarter. It's gonna be a low scoring series, bro. There might be like one game where we happen to get hot somehow because they gonna end up getting desperate, throwing some junk defense out there, and we gonna end up making some shots for a change. Imagine that.
I got 25-28 after the first quarter.
Yeah, you bold.
We're gonna be up 3.
King said I got Jabari also. He always plays hungry against Golden State. Yeah, for sure. When you dogs go off, I ain't gonna say go off, but dogs play well against the Warriors. Jabari and Tari's dogs, bro. Amen Thompson gonna have a good series too. He a dog. Like we really got just a team full of dogs, bro. And these ain't little Taco Bell Chihuahuas, bro. These boys is Rottweilers. These is big pit bulls, Rottweilers. These is wolves, bro. Like
ready to eat.
You know what I'm saying? They bark mean something. It ain't no little by a little Chihuahua, bro. These ain't Chihuahuas, bro.
They got done talking to Vernon Maxwell. Said go out there and be a dog.
Chris say no secondary rim protection in Golden State when Draymond on the perimeter. That's another reason why they struggle against shooting bigs, bro. Rob Cortez says I need us to win and Tari to hit their sorry ass with the night. It'd be real funny if Tari hit a game winner against them. I'd go out of I don't know, bro. Like something crazy gonna happen in this series.
I need him to dunk on Draymond.
At least 1 too small from LP on Draymond. Oh yeah, taunt him. Let me ask y'all. I'm gonna pose a question to everybody watching right now. Who is getting the first technical? Who's getting the first ejection?
Ooh.
Just because somebody get their first technical, that don't mean they're gonna get the first ejection either.
You know what? I think Jimmy Butler gets the first technical foul.
Nah.
And I think Brooks is gonna make it happen. Brooks is gonna get him upset.
I don't agree with that. Dog, have you forgotten who the referees play for?
Well, I don't even know who's repping tonight's game.
It don't matter who reffing. They not gonna wait. They ain't wearing no Rockets jersey. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's for sure.
Them dudes got Golden State Warriors draws.
Yeah, they got Adam Silver in their bank accounts right now, making sure this game don't go our way.
King say Draymond getting the first take. Fred might get ejected first. No, Fred not getting ejected now. Fred not done. No, not Fred. Maybe Dylan. Not Fred though. And really not even Dylan, bro. Like, I can see a case where he may get ejected.
I can see that. I could definitely see that.
And if he may get ejected, just know, man, these dudes gonna ball out the rest of the game. Chris say Kerr Tech, Draymond ejection. I would love this. Kerr don't get enough technicals for me.
He really don't.
Kerr does not get enough technicals for me. He be crying all the time too, man. Like, stop crying, punk. Like, this is why MJ punched you now. You cry too much. Yeah, you remember? Now, this just might be me being a little trauma kid. But you remember when they used to beat you and they say, I don't cry? I used to, in my mind, I used to be like, but you beating me is making me cry. How you gonna tell me not to cry?
You just hit me with the belt, all that stuff.
You whooping my ass and you telling me not to cry? Make that make sense. That's like telling me to go eat and expect me not to go piss later. What you talking about? How does that work? I don't know. That just ran. That thought just came up in my head, bro. But nah, Kerr don't get enough technicals, bro. He don't get enough technicals for me. He already trying to work the referees and the media and all of that. Talking about when they playing too physical, holding and grabbing, step, wham. Shut your mouth, punk. He's gonna have. Don't make Amen Thompson come over there and guard you.
Mm-hmm.
Out your mind. All that crying, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Play ball. Check ball. Weak ass dude, bro. Can't stand that. No, there was a time, I think last year, but this tweet had got numbers. I said Steve Kerr is the first female coach in the NBA. Oh, man. I don't like that guy, bro. Chris say, wait till the end of the run.
Somewhere else, I wouldn't have hated him as much, but I can't stand him on the Warriors. He just always got something to cry about. Chris say, wait till the end of the run. They're gonna be tripping. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I can't wait. Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to, if you in the comments, if you watching live, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and drop y'all's final game scores, bro. And I'm trying to see why. Drop y'all final game scores. Tell me who's gonna be player of the game in this game one. Tell me, I got some things I think will be good for this series, like from a schematic standpoint. Matter of fact, let me go on and get into it. Hold on. Rob said 104-92, good guys. I like it. He said, getting ready for the game. Let's get it. Catch y'all after the win. For sure. I may come live, bro. Like if we hit him with a tombstone power driver, bro, I might come on live for like 15 minutes or so. All right. So 2 things I think we need to do in this series. Well, three. Keys of the game right here.
It's not necessarily keys to the game. This is more schematic changes, I think, would bode well for the Rockets, and why. All right. So if we run more, if we have more actions with Jabari as the picker and slipping screens and or rolling, that's going to catch the Warriors off guard. Because that's not something we normally do. However, I think Jabari could excel in both roles. 2, and I've talked about this a lot, Amen Thompson in the short roll.
Yeah.
That kind of goes hand in hand with my third point, though. Now, peep this. Imagine Amen Thompson in the short roll, but who you think I got as the ball handler? I want you to guess.
Jalen.
Nope.
Okay. 99-96 us. Okay, I mean, I can see that.
So, Chris, my guy, Chris be knowing me very well. See, Chris, I believe you and I should probably be on the same coaching staff, bro. Because you and I be having the same ideas on how to get stuff done offensively, get creative, bro. Now, I'm gonna explain something. Who's guarding Alperen Sengun? Let me just ask you that. Who guarding Alperen Sengun? Or let me say it like this. Let me ask you like this. Who are the players that you think are going to be guarding Alperen Sengun in this series?
It's probably going to be like Draymond, maybe Kevin Looney, and
Quentin Post. Those are the three that are going to see the most time on Alperen Sengun. Now, if we run an inverted pick and roll with Amin Thompson as the roller in that short roll, if they double Alperen Sengun, first of all, if they switch, let's say they switch, because that's usually what it's going to be. So if they switching, all right, now you got whoever was guarding Amin Thompson, now they guarding Alperen Sengun. What's going to happen now?
They're going to hit that back.
You got a easy mismatch that's going to end up forcing double because Alperen Sengun going to end up posting them up. And he's going to be and then when you double team Alperen Sengun, now you play into his game because he like to pass the ball. Now you got Amin Thompson going to float right back in that dunker spot. You got an easy dunk. But if the main action is between Amin Thompson and Alperen Sengun, two people who have gravity in the paint, who are your shooters?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
You're going to have Jalen out there. You're going to have Dylan Brooks out there. Let's see. Am I missing one?
You missing a hell of
going to be out there shooting. You got Tyree who can shoot the ball. You got a lot of shooters.
You got Fred. You got your better 3-point shooters out there along the 3-point line who you are forcing the defense to have to help off of to some degree.
And we knock them down, that's going to be dangerous.
And honestly, I think a lot of the inverted pick and rolls with Alperen Sengun as the ball handler, I would do that to death to see how they adjust to that. Because if you're telling me that you're gonna switch that, if you're switching all pick and rolls, anybody you switch, if Draymond is already guarding Alperen Sengun, anybody you switch on to Alperen Sengun at that point is a mismatch. It's a freaking mismatch.
Maybe Jokic, just give him the ball, set a screen off of him, and you're gonna dime that team. You're gonna be open.
Like it's if E-Man and his coaching staff are listening, which they're probably not. Actually, I think they are because sometimes I be saying stuff and then they go do it. Y'all need to get my consulting fee. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm gonna send y'all an invoice one more time. I ain't the fee is I'm giving you a discount because you're the Rockets. So you need to pay up. Don't play with me. But anyway, yeah, like if they really want to, get creative, they would do a lot of stuff like that. Because you can't tell me that the Golden State Warriors have the personnel to be able to guard a set like that, like time and time and time again. Because you're either gonna switch or you're gonna double, and you're not doubling the dude off the ball. You're gonna double the dude with the ball. And
110-96.
And it really need to be, and I'm not saying do it with Alperen Sengun at the top of the key at the 3-point line. No, I'm talking, side pick and roll like that, from the left baseline or free throw line pick and roll. This is all with Alperen Sengun as the ball handler. It opens up a lot of cross matching and mismatching going on from that point on because it's either you're gonna double or you're gonna switch. Either way, it's not good for you, or not good for the other team. So, and Alperen Sengun can do that. Like I've seen them run this set a couple of times this season, and it's looked good. I know the conventional way to do it is, have Alperen Şengün be the one to set the screen, or have him at the elbow, free throw line extended, running DHOs, which I think we're gonna do a fair amount of. I think will be good for us. But I also think, doing, reversing that and having Alperen Şengün as the guy with the ball, I think that's the way to, kind of mix things up, because now you're putting Steve Kerr and his coaching staff in a bind, because now you got these dudes, in rotation patterns that they're not used to, that they haven't practiced or nothing like that. Now they got to get used to something else. And as soon as they start getting used to something else, what happens? You go back conventional, and now they confused again. Like, damn, man, we just got used to, guarding this set, guarding this play this way, and they done switched up on us and they went back conventional. Damn, now we got Jalen open for threes. Damn, now we got Fred open in the corner for a three. Damn, we got Amen Thompson, Tari Eason cutting. Damn, what are we supposed to do now? Damn, let's put in Gary Payton II. All right, now you got one less shooter. Now you're easier to guard. Now we're going to create more turnovers and get out in the fast break. Damn. Yeah. And everybody down the line for the Rockets rebound, except Dylan. But everybody pretty much rebounds, so it's not like we really sacrifice. Like, our substitutions don't really sacrifice a lot. It ain't like we have a great shooting team, so it's not like a substitution going to sacrifice some great shooting. Everybody rebounds. Everybody's pretty much a lot of our players are interchangeable one way or the other. Like, there's just a lot that we got going on, bro. And I think at some point, hold on, Ja Wick say something. Ja Wick say the last bumper clot. He got the funniest name in history, bro. Indian curry, Thai curry, Japanese curry, don't matter. Rockets in 5. I'm finna pin that, bro. Oh my god!
I'm gonna save something like that for the end of the podcast too.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on, dog. I got a screenshot that, bro. I got a screenshot that.
I like it. I like it.
Oh my god, bro! Dog, that is hilarious. John Wick a fool. I would have known that he'd say some crazy like that. Look at his name, John Wick, the last bumper clot. I swear, bro. I swear, dog. We got some great fans, dog. We really got some great fans. Really got some great fans, man. Oh my god, bro. Anyway, game finna start here in a little bit.
We're getting there, y'all. First playoff game in 5 years.
I can't say I'm gonna be on at halftime. I'm not sure about that, but if we get a dub, I'm coming on post game for like 15 minutes, and we're gonna go hard.
Game 1 celebration on live.
Yeah, we're gonna talk some ish, and we're gonna make sure these Golden State Warriors fans is in their feelings. Anyway, they always in their feelings. You know, California people, they always crying about something. They always in their feelings. Word on the street is every house in California come with like a cry bucket. So when you cry, you go to the bucket and collect your tears, and then you can use it as water.
Exactly.
I
know the Lakers people in California, they're not happy right now getting whooped by the Timberwolves last night. I know they're not happy.
That's what they deserve. Always thinking they entitled to win.
Aren't happy getting blown out the way they did either, too.
Yeah. I would have think that on paper it's a better matchup than what they made it look like, but it is what it is, man. It's a 7-game series. God, they got bent over.
That was the worst first game loss, I think, so far.
They got bent over, dog.
And Shea didn't even go off really.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Like J-Dub, I think, dropped 20.
You lose by 51?
Yep, first game of that series, and you lose by 51.
Yeah, this is bad juju. I was looking at this. We're gonna go ahead and call it. Hey, it's your man Zach Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AKinfinity_BVS. We'll be back after the game if we win. If not, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. AP, tell everybody where to find you.
You know, it's your boy AP. You can find me on X, Rocket King AP23. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, the Rockets Round Robin and Clutch City Connect. And we ain't worried about Steph Curry, Chicken Curry, or Oreo McFlurry because the Rockets are winning this thing tonight and we winning in 5, baby. Let's get it.
Already, man. Y'all stay tuned. I may pop up at halftime. Who knows? It depends. I might. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, we out. Catch you on the flip side.
We out.